Hello again, and we're back! And we're back with the Promethean complex set from WarCradle Scenics. And today we're going to be making up this one. This is called the Promethean Forge. And yeah, it comes with a nice big hut with a nice kind of big doorway there. It's all raised up on a platform. And then you've got this whole bit right here. Oh, and little Poppy's just jumped on my lap. Yes, get in front of the camera, that's better. And everyone can see the little squawker. Shame! Yes. Trying to steal the spotlight once again. You're a traitor, Poppy. You've rebelled against the forces of evil. Or something like that. Anyway, back to this kit. I just pop this back here. Yes, very professional. There we go. And yes, this is the kit here. You can see got the platform. And how many sheets is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sheets. So this is no small build. But anyway, I'm going to do a short time lapse of me assembling this whole thing together, which will probably take a while, I would imagine. But because it's already on pre-colored card, it means that it'll save us quite a bit of time painting it. And I was thinking as well that I might be able to turn this into an orky project. I've not decided yet, but I'll figure that part out. Anyway, enough blathering from me. See you again soon. Bye for now. Hello again, and we're back. And here's the housey bit. It's got 2 functional doors. There. And on the other side, just on the reverse. There you go. Nicely detailed and whatnot. The struts, I've had a bit of an issue with them. They don't seem to connect or line up perfectly well. Not sure why, but nothing I can't fix. This bit came off as well, so I've added an extra bit of MDF sprue there from the empty sprue frame just to strengthen it, which has done the job because these bits were weak as crap. Not the best design. But yeah, the little shack looks nice. It does have an extra generator thing that fills into that slot there and is meant to connect to the larger forge. Speaking of which, here's the forge here and the walkway. The walkway is pretty damn cool, and that's just it's meant to sit there like so. And that's lines up so you've got the little stairway at the side there. Now, there was one big issue with this thing. This whole part here is meant to have another part. It has slots underneath so that this thing can sit underneath. Something like that. And you can see all the slots at the top there. And this is that piece. Now, the lasering process hasn't finished. So this is in fact a defective product. I don't know if this is the case with all of them. I don't know anyone else who's actually bought this set, but looks like the lasering hasn't actually finished on this part at all. So I can't actually use these parts. But what I might do is just cut out a gash at the side so it can slot in over this ladder, or probably even easier than that is I can just glue on some extra bits of the sprue frame around there so it sits up just a little, like so, over the top, and then I can decorate this so I can have it with a lid on top Or what I did was I took all the empty sprue frames, glued them to a Pringles can, and then this is quite a tight fit, but yes, that can slot in there. And that works. So I'm going to paint this thing up. I'll weather the crap out of everything else, and I'll make up the lid. That's all I've got for you just now, so see you again soon. Bye for now. Hello there, and we're back. And here it is, painted up. We've got the first one here. This is the little hut. And with a coat of paint, it really does jump out a bit more. Now, I've not bothered with any texture paint or anything, but I have littered on quite a few little grass tufts, which I think give it a bit more character and helps contrast between the reddish kind of rust colors. I've also, because these doors... come on. Now. Come on. There we go. So what I've done, because the door was permanently swung inwards, so what I did to prevent that from happening is I took a cable tie feed, glued it in there, and then glued on a couple of grass tufts on top of it. So it just looks like you can't really see it from this angle, but I open up the other door here. Yes, you can see that one a bit better. So just a cable tie feed just to stop the door from swinging all the way in. And grass tufts on top of it to hide the cable tie. Pretty happy with that result. I've not sorted out these feet or anything. They are a bit loosey-goosey, but it kind of stands well enough. It's not gonna break or anything anytime soon. And of course we have the walkway portion of the build, which is pretty substantial. It's not the most sturdy thing. Look at that wiggle. Bloody hell. So yeah, won't stand up to any punishment, that's for sure. But it is proper functional, so no complaints there. And all I really did was just stipple it with white, orange, and a couple of browns like your burnt sienna and burnt umber, just to give it a little bit more character. And here's this part. I don't know what you call this, the forge. And what I've done here is it's the exact same colors I've done there, but what I did was wherever there was these beams, I just put a layer of red under each one just to help accentuate the existing details that are already there. As you can see, it's flat as hell, but helps make it pop out a bit more. And yes, to get these sorts of effects here, it's just a case of taking the brush and whacking it against the side here, like so, until you get these nice little streaky effects. And that, of course, can just sit like so. Works a treat. Now, as we did with the previous one, which was these walkways, we took an old Pringles container, you know, an old Pringles can, like that. You can see it's just the exact same. And then glued on the empty MDF sprue frames just all along the edge. And then dry brushed and weathered it up. We added on some of the hazard strips as well, just to give it a bit more color. And these stickers I got from the, what is it? It was the fake ass Lego. These sorts of things. Zuru Max. So these have stickers in them. And yeah, the numbers work perfectly fine. So that's the previous one we did. And here's the one I've done specifically for this build. And again, I've just used the empty MDF screw frames, and you can see these pieces. These made up the stairs just over here. And that's worked out pretty nicely. Again, more of the stickers are on there. More of these chevrons. And that was the circular part that came from the hole here. So there's a nice little pop out that we got. And this should just slot right in. It's a nice tight fit as well. Oh, I'm getting squeaked at. Hey, Poppy. Yes, my little squeaker in chief. There we go. She's off to inspect the terrain. Is it to code? Is it to standard? No? No, she just wants to sit on my lap, I think. Yes, yes, yes. She's very happy. I gave her some sliced turkey, and yes, she was over the moon. She was jumping around like Zebedee. Thing on the spring. Yes. Good little cat. Okay, come on. You gonna settle? Anyway, the last bit was, remember the hexagonal part we had on the top there? Didn't quite work out. Oh, and that's Poppy. She's just jumped on my shoulders. And just typical bloody cat. You happy now? No? This is one of our favorite places to sit. Okay, so the rest of the video I'll be having a cat on my shoulders. And so here's the part here. Now what I've done is I've taken some of the push-outs, not necessarily from this kit, but from some of the other ones in this range. And I've just glued on pieces, just one on top of the other, because of this. If I spin this round, this ladder here sticks up slightly. So in order to get it to fit, just take that part out. And you'll be able to see, move that to one side. Let's get this nice and centered. And boom! As you can see, it sits nice and level. And this thing was all just made up. I just used some mosquito netting, some pieces of literal card. It's actually got braille on it, which just adds to the texture. So that was 4 pieces of card, just trimmed and stuck on at a slight angle. And all the rest of this bit, all the railing and whatnot, is just the MDF sprue frames and card. You can see the... Let's see if I can find a bit. There you go. That's a piece of card that I've just folded round to add and give it extra stability, so it all holds together. And I use card to between each portion, and then stuck on more MDF to hide the card. So yes, we've got an optional kind of setup there. And again, this is all just using the spare bits that we got from the MDF sprue frames, so never throw them out, because they're great for decorating your Pringles tubs to make nice big janky looking silos and whatnot as well. But that's all I've got for you today, so let's spin the camera around again. Yes, Poppy. She's been sat up there content the whole time. Good girl. But that's all I've got for you today, so bye. Good riddance.